Welcome to ThugExposed Skype Online Guidance Center Support Staff Training. What I want to do here today is talk to you folks a little bit about what you're going to be doing. What you're going to be doing is working with people, both parents and children, who have a variety of issues, who are going to be coming online on Skype, talking to you for support. Support through each day, support through all the challenges that face them. And I want to give you some recommendations as to how to appropriately deal with these folks. My name is Randall Lippens. I'm a marriage and family therapist. My license number is MFC 42505. I've been doing this for a lot of years. And there are some basic things I think you ought to know when you're first meeting some people, okay? I'm not expecting that you folks have had any experience dealing with folks in a counseling sort of setting, in this support setting. So I want to give you some basics I think are very necessary in dealing with both parents, children, and anyone who's come to you for support. The first thing I think that you want to do, it's important for you to do, is to be non-judgmental. The attitude that you come in with is critical, because it conveys to the person that you are a person that is approachable or you're not. And you want to be someone that's approachable. You want folks to know that they have someone to come to, that they have somewhere to turn, okay? So the first thing is to be non-judgmental. And by that, what I'm talking about is don't come in saying, hey, you're a thug, you're a criminal, you're a parent who's not supporting your kid, you're not going to PTA meetings and that sort of thing. That's not the way to approach a person. Approach a person as a child of God, that they are a good person, that they may in some senses have been misguided, but you're going to help them. That's what this guidance center is all about, to help guide people into the proper way. So you want to say to them, hey, thank you for coming in. Thank you for tuning in, basically, going through Skype and getting in contact. Help the people to understand that they have made a tremendous step. It's not easy for people to say, hey, I need help, or hey, I have a problem. People just want to ignore the things that are going on in their life and act like everything's okay. But if someone is coming to you for support, they're saying that, hey, I have a problem, hey, these are challenges that I can't manage by myself, and I need some help. So approach them in a non-judgmental way. That's number one. The next thing to do goes along with being non-judgmental. Accept them where they are, okay? They are new to this guidance. They are new to this experience. So accept them where they are. Don't say, hey, you need to be a person who's not committing any crimes. You need to be a person who's not using drugs or alcohol. You can't have any gang affiliation. No, we're going to deal with people who are in the midst of difficult times, who are facing those challenges I just spoke of, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's being involved in gangs. Whatever the issue is, they're right in the middle of it. So we have to accept them where they are. We have to see that glimmering light, that light that says, hey, I want to change. That light that is saying, hey, something is going on, I'm not feeling good, what can I do about it? So we have to accept them where they are. Don't be judgmental, accept people where they are. The next thing we want to do is we want to be empathetic instead of sympathetic, okay? Now here's the difference. A lot of people get this mixed up. When you're sympathetic with a person, that means you're feeling sorry for them. We don't want you to feel sorry for people that come into you, okay? We don't want you putting yourself kind of on a pedestal and looking down upon people, saying, this poor person, I'm sorry that they're in this situation. I'm sorry that they live in the projects and they're not making much money, that mom is on AFDC, and we don't want to do that. Unfortunately, a lot of counselors and people that I have come into contact, that I have trained with, they got into the field because they want to help people, which is good, but they look down upon people. I'm going to help these poor people. Don't go into it like that. Be empathetic. By empathy, I mean, try your best to put yourself in their shoes. Try to understand the challenges that they face, okay? Even though you may not know exactly what's going on, try to look at your life, the challenges that you've had, and try to understand that, hey, I have these challenges, this is what I had to do. I had to have support from people. I had to turn to my church. I got support from my pastor. I got support from other people, and I made it through. And that's how you have to look at these people, as folks that are trying. They just need a little more push. They just need a little more, guess what, guidance and support. That's why they're coming to you, okay? Not because you're a perfect person, not because you're just the expert, but because you're a person that cares. You're a person that's empathetic. You're a person that's going to hear them and understand. Do your best to understand, okay? Now, the next thing, I just said you need to listen, and that's what we want to do. You want to listen, but you want to hear what they are saying. It's easy to listen, okay? This is one thing and why a lot of people don't like counselors, because the stereotype is counselors that we are just listeners, and we just sit back and say, yeah, I hear what you're saying. But the question is, do you really hear them, okay? Listening is one thing. Some people say, why are you making this distinction between listening and hearing? But I do make a distinction. Listening is just something that we do. It's just a function. We nod our heads. We listen to what they're saying. But hearing means we're in touch with the people's heart. We're in touch with their soul. We want to know what their experiences are. That's what hearing what people have to say means. You're going a little bit deeper. As a Skype guidance support counselor, what you want to do is go a little bit deeper, okay? So when people are talking to you about what they're experiencing, when they're talking about what it's like living in the project, what it's like, getting $600 a month through AFDC and trying to make ends meet, what it's like when they go to school and they're faced with gang members in their face saying, hey, you got to be one of us. If you don't, we're going to hurt you. Hear them. Hear what they're going through. Hear their pain. Hear their desire to change. Hear them. Don't just listen and nod your head. Hear what they have to say. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Like I said before, you don't know everything. You don't understand everything. So you don't have to act like you do. You have to hear them. You have to ask them questions. Hey, what's this experience like for you? Tell me about what it's like. I never lived in the project. Tell me what it's like living in the project. So hear them and ask them questions, okay? The next thing we have here, we want you to be active and not passive. The problem is, I see it with a lot of people that work in a support center, that try to help people, that do some sort of guidance, is they're passive. They sit back, like I said, just nod their heads and act like everything's going to be okay. You have to be active. The fact of the matter is, you folks who are going to be working with these people, you have life experience. You are Christian. You have experiences that these people need to know. You need to share that with them, okay? It is not just about being there and listening to them and hearing them. That's important. That's why I talked about it. But what's important too is that you put yourself out there. Your heart and soul has to be in it. Your experiences, your knowledge has to be shared with these people, okay? Don't think that you are just, like I said, some passive counselor, some passive guidance support person. You're not. You're a human being. You are a child of God. You want to share with them your experiences. You want to share with them the Word of God. You want to help these people in as many ways as you can. So you can't just sit back, okay? So this is not one of those things where, hey, I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to get the experience. Maybe I'm going to collect hours towards my license as a counselor. Or I'm going to collect hours for my training in school. What you're there for, you're there to help people, okay? And so you are going to be active, not passive. You aren't just going to sit back, okay? The next thing here, and I talked a little bit about this already, in not being passive, is share your knowledge, okay? I don't care whether you are a person who has never done any kind of support. Maybe you just have a job and you're just trying to make it through the day yourself. Maybe you are in school and you want to be a counselor. The fact of the matter is, you have knowledge. You have life experiences that is important for you to share with the people that you're involved with, the people who are coming to you for guidance and support. Share your knowledge. Share your life experiences. Let people know that you haven't come from some glass house on the hill, that you have been the truth. Yes, maybe you haven't grown up in the projects. Yes, maybe you haven't been in a gang, but you have challenges in your life. And the fact that you are a Christian lets people know that, hey, I turn to the Lord for help. I turn to the Lord for support. And you know what's going to happen there? I'm going to support you. The Lord's going to support you. And you're going to make it. You need to impart to them that knowledge that you have made it and you will continue to grow, and they're going to make it and they're going to grow. So share your knowledge, because you do have a lot of it. Okay. The next thing is use your wisdom. Okay. One of the things, someone the other day got into a discussion with me. I won't call it an argument. We got into a discussion about what do you pray for. And basically what they told me, they pray for things. They pray for stuff. God, can I have a bigger house? Can I have a better, nicer car? Can I make more money? What I believe that it's important for us to pray for, and important for us to share with the clients that we are working with, the people we're working with, is guidance, wisdom, and understanding. We want the Lord to guide us. We want the Lord to provide us with wisdom, and we want to have some understanding of what we're experiencing. And that's what you are here to help people do. I'm not saying that you are God. I'm not saying that. But God uses us to do His work. Okay? It's important to understand that. All right? So you're doing the Lord's work, and you are working for the Lord. You are like a tool that He is using. You're an instrument that He is using. Okay? So don't doubt yourself. Understand that, hey, you can do this. You're going to do this. And you have the Lord behind you, and you're going to support people. You're going to guide people. You're going to help people to learn and to grow, to be safe, to communicate properly. You're going to do all that, okay? The next thing on here, and this is, I think, it's so important, is to have a focus, have a God focus when you're talking to people. There are lots of people in this area who do this kind of work, who are supporting people who don't want to talk about God. I think that's the biggest mistake in the world. If you are a person of God, if you're a child of God, if you love the Lord, then share that with people. Don't hold on to it. It's not just for yourself. It's for everyone to know. God loves us all. Okay? That means share God with us, with everyone. Share your experience with everyone. So be God focused, okay? Don't just say, hey, we don't want you to be involved in games so you can get a good job and make money. No, we want you to not be involved in the game so you can grow and become a wonderful person, and you can be a tool of God, and you can help other people around you. We are here, and my belief is that we are here to help each other, and that's what we're doing here in the Skype guidance, is we're helping people. We're helping each other, okay? Just got a couple more things here that I want to talk about. Like I said, this is just an initial thing that we're doing, and hopefully as time goes on, we're going to do a little more training. What I think, something else I think is very important, is to instill in people the value that they have as a human being, the value that they have as a child of God. A lot of folks that you're going to have contact with are going to think that I'm not worth anything. I've been told all my life by teachers and my parents and my coaches and other people that I'm not worth anything. I don't have any value. What's important for you to instill in these folks that come here, that they have value because they're a child of God. Because they exist, they have value. They don't have to search for value. They don't have to search for meaning. They have value, they have meaning because they were born, okay? And they weren't put here to be in a gang. They weren't put here to live in the projects generation after generation. They weren't put here to no disrespect, because I think they're good shows at times, they're not put here to sit in front of the TV and watch the judge shows and watch more Povich and all that. They were put here to be productive. We are not put on this planet to be parasites. Parasites consume natural resources and produce nothing. We are here to produce. We are here to accomplish things. We're here to make this a better place than what we have, what we saw when we were put here, when we came here. Okay? You're going to be a part of that. As a guidance support staff member, you are going to be a major part of that. So once again, don't sell yourself short. There's something very important that you want, that you're here to do, and this is part of what you're going to do. Now, I'm going to conclude, kind of wrap this up, just by saying this. That the people that you work with have value. You have value. Okay? What you're going to do is help people to realize their value, their importance. They're not insignificant. I've heard many people say that with all the people in the world and as big as the universe is, we're insignificant. No, we are terribly significant because we are children of God. God would not have created anything that's insignificant. He has not created anything that's insignificant. He has created us. So we have worth, we have value, and that's what you want to impart to the people that you're working with. I thank you for listening to me today and coming to this training and being a part of this. I hope that we do further trainings because the work that you're doing is so important. Thank you for being part of ThugExposed.Org and our Skype online guidance support center. I think it's wonderful that you're being a part of this. Thank you very much.